It's the North London derby. Spurs face Arsenal. Can Spurs stop Arsenal from winning the title? And can Arsenal stop Spurs from being in the Champions League next year? Find out next, because I'm very keen to get your thoughts and also be giving mine. What is happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're keeping well. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button if it's your first time here. Thank you very much to get to 2k. Smash the like button if you like what you're seeing. Get involved in the comments as always, because your opinion matters. It's a big one, as in every North London derby. We've got Arsenal going for the title and Spurs trying to be playing Champions League football next season and finishing inside that top four. It doesn't look like fifth place at this moment in time will be enough. So it's a big one. Obviously 2 years ago, Spurs, that huge 3-0 win over Arsenal under Antonio Conte, ending Arsenal's top four hopes, and we got top fours. We're hoping for similar in a way. In terms of the lineup, I'd make quite a few changes. In goal, obviously, Vicario. At the time of recording, we don't know whether Porro will be available or not. The latest we've heard is he'll be assessed. I think he'll be okay, so I think it's start him right back. And Van der Ven Romero as the centre-back. So play Davis as left-back, in for Doggy, who's now out for the season. Picked up an injury, so had to have, picked up an injury in training, had to have surgery. So I ditched the inverted full-backs because, for me, they get in the way of the midfield. Maddison works best with space. Bentancur as well. They just aren't finding that space because the inverted fullbacks flood the midfield. Plus, we're so susceptible. We were so open, if you like, to counter attack with inverted fullbacks. Look at Wolves at 2-1 defeat. Both goals for me come from inverted fullbacks, especially one being high up the pitch. So that for me needs to be ditched. Midfield, Højbjerg will be my DM to add a bit of stability, a bit of professionalism, that experienced head in a big game like this. Ultimately, we conceded too many goals. You have to look at your back five, but you also have to look at the people in front of you. Because I think, obviously, Doggy's not here, but generally that back five, including the goalkeeper, is strong enough. Personally, maybe hasn't gelled, but I look to the DM not doing enough defensively, so Højbjerg comes in for me. Bentancur has to start in that midfield as well. I think he's been a lot better, and he's very good, cool, calm on the ball, perfect this kind of game. And I would still keep James Maddison, yet in poor form. To be honest with you, he's a big game player, and he'd done it for Leicester, where he'd be really good for several weeks, but then he'd go off it, but he'd always perform in the big games. So Maddison would be in that. So what it would look like, it would be Højbjerg as a DM, and then Bentancur, Maddison in front of them. So it wouldn't be quite like the Postecoglou in terms of two, and then a one in front. So it'd be well, I don't think it will happen, but that's what I would do. This is what lineup that I would pick. Then front three. For me, I'm hoping Richarlison is back. I think he will be, and he was close in the last game against Newcastle, and we've had 2 weeks and 1 day since then. So I think that before we last played, so I think Richarlison down the middle, because we need that. You're getting good positions, but you have that aerial threat. Son just about starting on the left. I don't think he's in fantastic form, but there's a few players like that. But again, big game player, very clinical, and Arsenal will still worry about him. That's for sure. And on the right, I would start Kulusevski, which I think will be quite an unpopular opinion, but for me, his ball retention is very good. Hold up the ball. I looked at against Newcastle, and I'm not going to say it would have changed the game massively in our favour and meant we won. But when we were having good spells, or when we were away, there was no one to hold up the ball, and Kulusevski does bring you that. People, you may be saying, Harry, Johnson, Werner, you've defended them all year. Big fans of them. I really like both players. I've made it very clear I want to sign Werner permanently. Johnson, never got the hate. Always liked him. I was very good when he came to the club. But in this kind of game, I think the game can be won from the bench. And I looked at players like that later. You have to start Son being clinical. You have to start Kulusevski to hold up the ball. You have to start Richarlison again. I still think he's a big game player, but mainly holds up the ball, aerial presence and set pieces. What should we watch out most for this game? Set pieces. For me, where Arsenal are the strongest, both ends, box to box. Saliba, Gabriel, big threat. They've really improved that. Was it 13 goals? I think it was set piece or from corners this year. They went away. I think they lost to West Ham at home and Fulham away, something like that, in a week, and they went away to Dubai international break, or somewhere like Dubai, somewhere hot. They worked on in training mainly set pieces, and they've been so much stronger defensively and offensively. So I think we've got to watch out for that, because obviously our record, it's always been like that, especially this season. Ever since Vicario was discovered against City in the FA Cup, they've been targeting him, the defence. So I think there'll be danger with that. Odegaard, Rice probably the most, in terms of individually, you said who worries me the most, Harry, it would be Rice. In terms of, I watched the last game against Wolves, he's popping up free every time on the edge of the box, and we just give players that space. That's why I'd put Højbjerg in there. Score prediction. This may surprise you a bit. My first North London derby, I'm buzzing. I'll give us a chance. I know we haven't been great. I think Arsenal very strong, and this we play a 10-15 game tournament against each other. I think Arsenal do come out victorious. They're a lot stronger side at this moment in time of the season. Understandably, so deep into the project under Arteta. A lot more money spent than Ange's had so far. Again, understandably, only the amount of time Ange's done. I think he's done well. 2 windows, but in 90 minutes at Derby, if we make it hostile, we can be the 12th men. You just don't know what can happen. I'm going 2-1 Spurs, and as I said, I think the game can be won from the bench. So I'm going to go with the winner, Brennan Johnson, off the bench. I think Arsenal take the lead and we'll come back. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't expect you to be as positive as me, but are you? Let me know in comments below also what you've changed to the lineup. But there'll be a matchday vlog Monday morning, match reaction Sunday night. So it's full of content this week. So enjoy the game. Must win for Spurs because, for some Spurs fans, and myself included, stopping Arsenal winning the title will be enough alone. But we could, for confidence, for points, stop teams catching behind, to put pressure on Villa. There's so many reasons to win, as well as it being a North London derby. I'm feeling positive. Very rare occasion. Come on, Spurs!